Use short clips in our news coverage. We'd love to cover it, but I'm afraid it's beyond our control.
Now let's hear from a Coronation Street fan.
And we're joined by the latest star of daytime television, our very own...
Yeah, I mean, you've had some amazing programmes.
I think we have, yes. Yes, we have.
What sticks out so far?
Oh, gosh, that's a difficult question. Each programme has their highlights. We did a programme about girls who hated themselves because they thought they were so ugly. And I think that was definitely one of the most moving programmes about girls who basically self-harmed, you know, tried to perform liposuction on themselves with knives, which all sounds very sensationalist, but when you go beyond that and beneath that, they were in a lot of pain.
Some people accuse chat shows of exploiting vulnerable people, and maybe that confrontational style does that even more. I mean, what do you think about that?
I'd like to think our show was different, and if people watch...
But your purpose is to make entertainment, isn't it? That's not compatible with...
Isn't it? Oh, I think, yes, it is. I think you can have entertainment, and I think you can do that within certain parameters. I mean, I don't believe I'm exploiting people. If people end up going for help and rectifying a situation that has been going on for years and years and years, as has already happened on our show, if people have thought, God, there's something wrong with my life, it feels terrible, there's something wrong with me, if I can help them towards realising that it's something that they can't rectify themselves, that it's an illness which has a label, which has a treatment. Again, we've done that on our shows. If there is a little bit of exploitation, it's more than made up for by these people's lives being put together again, by getting some assistance.
I want to ask you how you keep your cool with some of the guests. Let's just take a look at a clip here of you in action.
Yes.
With these people.
Look, I didn't... Well, it's not these people, they're everyday people, and it's very much like you were down the pub and somebody said that. There are certain things that push my buttons, and I'm surprised that I feel safe enough. When an issue like children comes up and it pushes buttons, sometimes I've lost it before I realise it. I'm reacting like every other mother would.
Yeah.
But it's not just about that. I mean, you've shown one clip. Eventually, I mean, the particular chap in that show said, it's not me, it's my partner who needs to go for help. I'm fine, I don't need any help. By the end of the show, we had both of them realising these were people who'd been locked in a certain pattern of behaviour for a very long time, a very destructive pattern affecting their children. We got both of them to counselling, and put it this way, it was the wee hours of the morning our counsellor was still with them. They will continue with counselling. Now, I consider that a result.
With your experience, you're able to look into your guests' minds way before you actually record the programme, don't you?
Well, it's more a question of asking the right questions, but it is also, I mean, you're balancing real lives with entertainment. And I, for one, I like to see where the parameters are. You can get a lot of entertainment if you know where to ask the right questions, but there is a line to be drawn. These people have lives to live afterwards. And our programme, I think we've changed the slant of it very much. It's about, instead of, yeah, we want you to get over this and get on with your life, rah, rah, rah. A lot of the times it's, look, will you take that first step and say that you need help or go for help?
I must just bounce off and ask you one thing. You're from, well, you've been working in Australia for years, but you're very much a local person, aren't you?
Yeah, well, my father's from Narborough.
Yeah?
Yes.
Narborough. Is that in Norfolk?
Yeah,
Norfolk,
Narborough, yeah, near Swaffham.
Yeah.
And I've got family here. You know.
Yeah, and now you've settled back.
Auntie Mary and Uncle Morris.
And now you've settled back here. You're a local yourself, haven't you?
I'll say toon and roof and things like that. We've been taking the mick out of my dad's accent all these years, so I've got to be very careful I don't pick the same accent up, or he'll give me grief, won't he?
Yeah, get his own back. Trisha, we've got to stop there. Thanks ever so much for coming and talking to us.
Thank you, it's been great.
Criticisms about the style and content of talk shows, especially the way that some guests seem only too willing to expose the most private secrets of their personal lives on screen. So what do you at home think? In this week's phone poll...
Which is obviously as popular as ever. But we were bombarded with complaints about the start time of last Saturday's programme being delayed at short notice. Jim Woodrow, Anglia's broadcast manager, explained that the old slot clashed with a popular drama...
They do that. There's another one. Special treat there for all you Scientologists.
You made that up.
I just did.
Last Wednesday evening, viewers saw the first. It cost $12 million to make that.
I can. It looked really good. Making it the most expensive TV drama ever. But this was not enough to impress Captain David Hawker from Northamptonshire. With an admiral's jackets.
Maybe, less gold braid. Still, 8.2 million people across the country tuned in to watch Hornblower last Wednesday, and there are still 3 more episodes to come.
Now, do remember that On the Box is always keen to hear your comments on Anglia or ITV programmes, so do please get in touch.
You can call us on 0990 200 596. That's 0990 200 596. Or email us at onthebox@angliatv.co.uk. That's all we have time for today. Next week, we'll be reviewing Planet Norwich. So until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Sooty is 50 years old, and later this evening at 6 o'clock, Famous Faces pay tribute to this evergreen hand puppet. Give a big hand for Sooty tonight at 6.